center ourselves right away so that we are someone, to count with, to be encountered, and someone that makes this world a better place. And then we're going to do this Kriya to make us beautiful. And by that, Yogi Bhajan says we've forgotten the essence of beauty, and to feel the essence of beauty and then really transmit it through every pores of ourselves. And then we're going to connect. Jai is going to lead us into relaxation and 2 meditations. One, to connect with the other and see our reflection in the other, so there's no separation. And the other one is a surprise that she'll talk about. But enough of my chatting. Before we tune in, please meet Jai-jagadee.
Satnam.
Satnam.
Some familiar faces, some new faces. It's really sweet to be here. Many thanks to Kailine for saying yes. So she talks a little bit about this concept of a Kriya that is for beauty, and really, as she mentioned, Yogi Bhajan talked about us getting lost in what beauty actually is. It's not the assemblage of eyes, nose, and mouth on the face looking a particular way. It's not a body type. It's not the clothes we wear. It's not how we do our hair. It's this radiance, this projection that is really, it comes from the most authentic place within each of us. When we are being ourselves, what beams out, what oozes out of us is just that radiant beauty of the essence of who we are. And one of the things I love about Kundalini Yoga, there are many, we would be here forever if I listed them all, but it tunes us in more and more and more with each time, with each practice, with each breath, to who we are, to what layers we may have on that don't actually belong, that don't serve us, that aren't necessarily a part of anything we ever envisioned for ourselves, but maybe somewhere down the line someone suggested it and we took it on as us. And I've read a lot and studied a lot of late about this concept of beauty in the world being completely physically based. And there's a woman who gave a lecture at the Nova Scotia Women's Summit in 2012. I watched this video, and one of the things she said in it that stuck with me, and it doesn't just apply to women, it applies to men as well. If women in the West woke up tomorrow and decided they loved their bodies, how many industries would go out of business? This is true of men as well, because when we look in the mirror, we have a vision of what we think we should look like. And it is my mission. I wrote in a journal once long ago on my list of goals, change the status quo on beauty. I stumbled across that recently and I went, ooh, ambitious. But honestly, it's a big part of my mission to make sure that each one of us spends more time sinking into who we are and projecting that than trying to fit into some concept that honestly has absolutely nothing to do with what beauty is. So this work today, this very profound work with this extraordinarily gifted teacher and this technology that can lift us so high up, is going to be all about expanding that radiance and getting that much closer in touch with who you are, unapologetically as well. We don't have to make any excuses to anyone else for what is authentic and resonant within us. So, with that I say, let's tune in and let go.